a sugar island's bitter roots, Saint-Domingue's beginnings. The island of Hispaniola, a jewel in the Caribbean Sea, bore witness to the rise and fall of empires. For Spain, its first European master, it promised gold and glory. But by the mid-1600s, the western portion, later known as Saint-Domingue, drew the attention of French adventurers. These buccaneers, rough and ruthless, carved out settlements, clashing with Spanish forces and laying the groundwork for France's claim. The Treaty of Ryswick in 1697 formalized this acquisition, transferring control of Saint-Domingue from a waning Spain to an ambitious France. Little did anyone know, this land would become a crucible of revolution, forever altering the course of history. The fertile soil of Saint-Domingue, volcanic and rich, held the promise of immense wealth. Sugarcane, that sweet but demanding crop, thrived under the tropical sun. To cultivate this white gold, the French established a plantation system, a model of agricultural exploitation that would define the colony. Africans, stolen from their homelands and forced into slavery, became the backbone of this brutal enterprise. Their labor, under the lash of the whip, transformed Saint-Domingue into the world's leading producer of sugar, coffee, and indigo. The island hummed with a sinister activity, its prosperity built on the backs of the enslaved. French Saint-Domingue, though united by its pursuit of profit, was a society deeply divided. At the apex stood the Grands Blancs, the wealthy plantation owners who held vast tracts of land and hundreds of slaves. They dictated the colony's politics and economy, their opulent lifestyles a stark contrast to the suffering they inflicted. Beneath them were the Peuple Blanc, a diverse group of merchants, artisans, and overseers. They too benefited from the system of slavery, though their aspirations were often checked by the power of the planter elite. And at the bottom, stripped of their humanity and subjected to unimaginable cruelty, were the enslaved Africans, the true engine of Saint-Domingue's wealth. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to MTV History for more fascinating tales. The winds of change sweeping across the Atlantic in the late 1700s carried with them the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The French Revolution, a seismic upheaval that toppled a monarchy and challenged the very foundations of power, reverberated across the ocean, reaching the shores of Saint-Domingue. News of the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, with its bold pronouncements of freedom, ignited a firestorm of debate and dissent in the colony. The Grands Blancs, fearful of any challenge to their dominance, clung tightly to their privileges. The Petits Blancs, inspired by revolutionary fervor, saw an opportunity to claim a greater share of power. And for the enslaved Africans, the revolution's message resonated with a profound and dangerous hope, the hope of freedom. The simmering tensions within Saint-Domingue, fueled by the revolutionary spirit and the inherent injustices of slavery, erupted in 1791. The enslaved Africans, no longer willing to endure their chains, rose up in a rebellion that shook the colony to its core. Plantations burned, the symbols of oppression consumed by the flames of revolt. The Haitian Revolution, a complex and multifaceted struggle, had begun. It was a fight for freedom, for equality, for the very right to exist as human beings. Out of this maelstrom of violence and hope emerged a leader of extraordinary ability, Toussaint Louverture. Born into slavery but possessing a keen intellect and a strategic mind, Louverture rose through the ranks of the rebellion, uniting disparate factions under his command. He understood the complexities of the conflict, the need to navigate the rivalries between different groups within Saint-Domingue, and the ambitions of external powers like Britain and Spain, who sought to exploit the chaos for their own gain. Louverture was a brilliant military strategist, a skilled diplomat, and a visionary leader who articulated a future where Saint-Domingue would be free and independent. Under Louverture's leadership, the revolution took a decisive turn. He trained and disciplined the formerly enslaved, forging them into a formidable fighting force. He skillfully played European powers against each other, securing alliances and then breaking them when necessary to advance the cause of Haitian independence. Louverture's vision extended beyond the battlefield. He understood that a free Saint-Domingue needed a functioning economy and a just society. He implemented land reforms, seeking to distribute land more equitably, and he encouraged former plantation owners to return and rebuild, though under drastically different terms. In 1801, with Saint-Domingue largely under his control, Louverture promulgated a constitution for the colony. This remarkable document, drafted just a few years after the United States Constitution, abolished slavery outright. It proclaimed the equality of all citizens, regardless of race or skin color. It established a framework for a self-governing Saint-Domingue, free from French control. Louverture's constitution was a radical document, a testament to the ideals of the revolution and a beacon of hope for oppressed people around the world.